Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So here we are today back from the home front to discuss more YieldMax funds. And I'm going to update on how we did this week and also go over very important dividend dates coming up. So let me first go into that because a lot of you are really anticipating, when the next dividends, not just when they're going to be, but what they're going to be, since we've dropped a lot in many of our funds. So I'll start off sharing that first. And let's see. So I'm going to pull up the YieldMax distribution schedule. And for the month of November, so November 7th, so 3 days away, next Tuesday, we're going to find out exactly what our dividends will be for this past month. So November 7th is the declaration date. November 8th is the ex-dividend date when it actually comes out of the fund. So we'll see a further drop for each one based on whatever the amount of the dividend will be. And then the date of record, November 9th. And then payday is November 16th. So about a week or like less than 10 days before Black Friday, hopefully we'll get a nice dividend in all of our funds. After that, we've got one more payday in the year. And that'll be December 6th. It'll be declared. December 7th and 8th are the ex-dividend and record dates. And then the payment date is December 13th. So with that being said, let's go to Yahoo Finance and just go over our favorite ones. So we had a bit of a rally in Tesla stock today, which, I mean, I kind of knew it would come back, but it was getting a little concerning based on how much it was dropping. So let's go to Yahoo Finance. And let's see, as soon as this comes up here, we had a pretty good like 3-day period here for the markets. So let's see. Hope the sound is good. I'm on my phone, so the sound should be very good. Looks like we've got a lot of new people on here. It's always nice to see new blood. But the one thing I try to keep consistent, I know a lot of you get really concerned when you don't see the microwave in the shot. So I tried to actually give you more of the microwave in the shot today. So hopefully, that's like an added bonus for those of you who tune in. And let's see, we've got Michael H. Says hello. And then we've got Vitatus G also says hello. It's running a little slow. I'm not sure why. But anyway, let's share Yahoo Finance here. So I'm going to share the screen again and hopefully bestow some words of wisdom on you all today. So, all right, Yahoo Finance. So like I said, we've had a decent run up the last few days of this week in the markets. We did really well yesterday. The Dow's back over 34,000. The NASDAQ went up another 200 points today. Should have probably bought options in the TQQQ or the TQQQ, as it were. And then the Russell was up almost 47 points today. S&P was up 40. So that's good. So we're seeing a little bit of recovery. Maybe, just maybe, November will be a good month for the markets. We can hope, right? So let's look at Tesla. So Tesla rallied from our low point. I was actually thinking about buying some more Tesla stock. Now I probably should have done it with whatever cash is there in the account. Not much, but next dividend, I might actually just buy Tesla stock instead of dollar cost averaging into more TSLY. So let's see, let's see here. We bottomed out. So November 1st, we were below $200 a share, which was very concerning. We were at 196 Monday. So we went up about almost 25 bucks. So pretty good. Nice to see a little bit of a rally in Tesla. For TSLY, I think we gained back $1, and we probably gained a little bit, yeah, $12.15. So we're back over $12 a share. So that's good. So from our bottom of like 11 and change, we've gained a whole $1. So only 6 more to go, right? And then we'll be happy. Like I say, can't match those days in July when we were up like to $18 a share and getting a great dividend. There was a time that, at least for me, I was up like 20% in principal and getting a 70% dividend. Seemed too good to be true. And in a lot of ways, it turned out to be too good to be true. But let's hope it can get back. At least if it gets back to, you know, where some of us can sell out and not lose too much, that will be good. But I'm not saying I'm losing faith in this. I mean, I'm going to hold on. If it does get back up, I might actually try. I know they say not to do this, not to try to time the markets, but for this, I think conventional wisdom's a little bit out the door. So I might actually, if it gets back to 18, I'd probably sell and then just wait for it to drop again and then maybe buy low. And then if it runs back up, just sell it and then rake in the dividend and then profit from the price fluctuation. I think that would be a decent strategy. But there's a lot of things you can do. You can hedge. Like I've mentioned, some of the new Rec Shares funds, they have like a 2x Tesla inverse ETF. So that's a good one, possibly. Still don't know how they're paying such high dividends. But anyway, so we have recovered, at least for this week. We were actually down to like 10.84. So we recovered like $1.30. So pretty good. Let's look at a few of the other popular ones. Let's look at NVDY. We haven't looked at that one in a while. So NVDY 21.44. This one's actually holding very steady. Starting to seem like TSLY was the dumb one to be in. So let's see, year to date, we peaked at 24.86. We've dropped to $20.10. We were at 19.83. So, but really not a huge erosion in principle like we've seen with some of the others. Let's look at OYRK. I'm going to go over about 5 of them or so and then call it. Just wanted to get out a quick one today. So we're at 12.71. So OARK is kind of behaving like TSLY, where we're seeing a lot of principal erosion. I want to say from our peak, we were at, $20.56 in February. And that doesn't seem like that long ago, really. We're into November. That was like 9 months ago. So 11.71, October 23rd. So we have come back $1 from there. Now let's look at, and I'm wondering if the market's going to behave kind of like it did last year, where October, it seemed like everything bottomed out. Then we went on a rally until about maybe February, and then things kind of got crazy up and down from there. Actually, we kind of had like a summer rally, but it fizzled by August. So August, September, and October, 3 months in a row, we got nailed. But hopefully the market will recover. We are going into election year, so it's about time for things to start, being made to at least artificially look good. So we'll see. I wonder how much the word inflation will be mentioned in 2024. We should make a wager. I bet they'll completely, before long, they'll completely drop the word from being talked about. It'll be like it never existed. Let me check comments here real quick, and then I'll look at probably 2 more. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, so, 20 of you on. Look at that, on a moment's notice. So let's see, what does Adair say here? Dare I read what Adair has to say? The 220 short calls expired worthless. Oh, that's always great when your options positions do that. Now YieldMax needs to sell more calls. The synthetic is making money. Good. Well, thanks for telling us that. I know I don't go into those details. I could go on the site and look at the options positions. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go. I think I have the YieldMax site up here. Instead of looking at, because I looked at 3 of them, instead of looking at the rest, I'll just do this. Probably make it an even 10 minutes here. Let's see if I can get this thing to cooperate with me. Okay, let me stop the share, and then I'm going to go to the YieldMax site. What did this person here? Hard to have money when they're on sale. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it. Everything's on sale, right? So let's see. Where is the YieldMax site? Just had it up here a second ago. Oh, here we go. Wow. All right. YieldMax. If the yields could be as strong as my sneeze, we'd be in business. All right. YieldMax, options for your income. There's AAPL, Apple, the Appley one. Let's not go through all of these, but I am going to look at TSLY. And by the way, hopefully Jay is coming back on November 13th. I've got to confirm. He hasn't responded in a couple of weeks, but we did suggest that week. So I feel like that's only like a week away, or really that's like 10 days away. I need him back on. We need to inject some life into the channel again. It was a nice 3-month run. I feel like I picked up a lot of you all from the interviews I did with him. Now this interview is probably not going to be as happy as the other ones for obvious reasons. I'm going to try to ask some more tougher questions than we usually have. The first interview was really easy. It was like a softball interview. Everything was going great. So those are always easy, but things are a little tougher now. So we're probably going to have some tougher questions. All right, so here's our favorite one, TSLY, 57.74%, still a pretty strong yield. Now, the funny thing, because it's dropped so much, the dividend could actually be less, and we could actually get back up to 70%. You know how that works, because when we lose like $6 in the principal of the fund, and then the dividend, say it stays the same, it's a higher percentage. I call that like the dividend paradox. Your percentage goes up, but you're losing money because the fund goes down. So anyway, here's our whole dividend history. If I scroll down to here, I should be able to see all the positions. So here's the holdings. Here is the treasuries. Here's the call option expiring 11/23 at 207.50. That one's actually in the money right now. So either this hasn't been updated or they're going to have to close that one out. Oh, this is the one I think Mike was talking about here. This expired out of the money. Well, no, it shot up because this is what happens. This is why I stopped doing covered calls. I'll get back into it eventually, but I've got to really like have my full attention on it because so the stock went up to like what, 219 today. So this one was 212. So the stock price shot up past the strike price of the option and it expired today. So here's one call option November 23rd at 220 and then call option this is January 24 at 190, and then cash and other. Here is the amount of funds in each. So by far, it looks like we've got a lot in treasuries, and then the call option for 124. So all right, we looked at that. Let me look at comments here, see if any of you all have any really great comments I should read before I end the stream here. See, I knew. Oh, look at you all. You all are so nice. I like the newbies. Once we get a lot of my audience, like, I don't know if you all have joined the Discord, but we've got a lot of like long timers in the Discord. But I love the newbies. When you all first find me, you all love me at first. So let's see here. Okay. Oh, the 220 short. That's the one you were talking about. The synthetic was set at 190. So if it continues to go up, the synthetic will gain nicely. That will improve the NAV. Good, good. That's what we want. Synthetic is making money. You said, God bless you. Well, God bless you too. Thank you for that. And then you said, I subbed from that interview. Well, good. Just stay subbed because we've lost a few of you. We don't want to do that too much. So stick with me. We have a lot of exciting times ahead for sure. We'll get through this. Let's see, the holdings are as of this morning. So yeah, that was the last day for the November 3rd. That was the last day when Denny Keaton said howdy. Now that he's commented, we can end it there. So thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all for tuning in, and take care. See you soon.